What's up? This is M Squared, and in this video, I'm going to show you how I make DJ edits. So as you can see here, I'm working in Logic Pro X, but you can use pretty much any DAW of your choice, whether it's Ableton or FL Studio. So as a DJ, I like to use a tool called a DJ edit. A DJ edit is basically an extended intro and an extended outro of a particular track or record. So for this particular video, I'm going to use my brand new track called Check This Out, which is from my new EP called Forever, which is out now on Bandcamp and also available on all streaming platforms. DJ edits can be used for multiple reasons. You can use a DJ edit to blend tracks together, whether you're blending a track in using the extended intro or blending out of that track using the extended outro. I like to use DJ edits even for looping. I can take a small piece of that extended intro or extended outro and loop that over a track that's already playing and not necessarily have to blend into that loop. I can just use that as more of a taste decision and have a track just loop and sit on top of the current track. Another case that I like to use DJ edits for is when I'm playing on the radio. I may jump to the extended outro or use the extended intro and just loop a small segment of that while the host may want to speak over the mix without having to stop the music, and I can keep the mix going. And once the on-air host is done speaking, I could jump right back into the mix without missing a beat. So let's get into this track. So the first thing you want to do is take the track that you want to make a DJ edit for and drag it into your DAW on a stereo audio track. The next thing you want to do is detect the BPM of your track. So I'd use a tool here in my audio effects, go to metering, BPM counter, stereo, and play the track. All right, so that's 125 BPM. So I would set my BPM. Then I would make sure I bring the track all the way to the front to the 1 marker at the very beginning of the grid. Also, if there's some air or some space at the beginning of your track, you want to make sure you zoom all the way into that 1 and make sure that if there's any air at the beginning of your track that it's truncated, and bring it as close to the first transient as possible so that everything lines up perfectly on the grid for you. So the next thing I like to do is play the track through and scrub through different parts of the track to find the most stripped down part of the track. Typically, it's going to be towards the end, so I'll jump towards the end and listen. Okay, I hear some drums, some bass. Okay, so I'll take this part here at 93 and I'll make a cut there, and then I'll make another cut at 95. Next, I'd create a brand new audio track. I'm going to take that region that I just cut and I'm going to bring it all the way to the front of the track. Then I'll have to make a decision and see if I want to make an 8-bar intro, a 16-bar intro, or even a 32-bar intro. For this one, we'll just do a 16-bar intro. So I'll take the original track and drag that to marker 17. Now that you have your piece here at the front with just the drums and bass, what I like to do is copy that region all the way over until it reaches the beginning of the original track. Once you've copied those regions over, it should sound like this. So that's the new extended intro. When I'm DJing, what I'm doing is using this new extended intro that we just created and blending that into the track that's currently playing. Once the blend is completed, it will end where the original track starts. So you're basically using this extended intro as a guide to bring the mix in smoothly. So I like to take it an extra step and take the first 8 bars and do a low cut EQ on it. So I'll create a brand new audio track, drop the first 8 bars down to that new audio track. I'll put a single EQ on it, which is an audio effect in Logic Pro. Go to EQ, single band EQ, stereo, select it. Now you have your single EQ band. Make sure low cut is selected. I'll take the frequency knob and bring it down to 150 Hertz. And now it'll sound like this. Then the bass will come in here. So that's just an extra element that you may want to add to your intro for mixing purposes. So now let's play the track with the new intro. So this is the part where I'd be blending in right here. Bring the EQ in. And now we're getting ready to complete the blend and start the track. So there is your intro. What I like to do next is make sure where I made my initial cuts at the end to grab that stripped down part of the track and just completely drag the region all the way through so that there's no cuts in the audio region. Then for the outro, I will grab the intro pieces that I created and just bring them to the point of the track where I feel like would be a good place to mix out of. And then I'll go ahead and make another cut here on the original track. And then I'll bring over the regions that are on the low cut EQ and copy those over as well. All right, so now let's play that through. This is the end of the track, and this is the place where I would mix out of the track. So this is where I would start bringing in the next track. And as you can hear now, the low cut EQ is going to come in. And your next track should already be sitting on top of this part here as you're blending out of this. And then your next track would start right there. So there you have it. That's how I like to make my own DJ edits. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you in the next video.